Greetings! Welcome to my channel, Temperance Alchemy 13. Today I wanted to do a 3-card spread using the Halloween Forever Oracle, and it's called the Werewolf spread. The 1010 portal this month signified a lot of cycles completing for many in the collective, and with the veil being thinnest between worlds right now, it's the perfect time to commune with spirit and interdimensional beings of love and light, of course, and gain insight further into the path ahead. We always keep faith that Spirit's got us, and whatever's put into our hearts will be provided for. But it's nice to get confirmation. It's nice to get, somewhat of a heads up, even if it may be vague at times, but just following intuition and meditating, talking with our higher selves can also bring the clarity that we're searching for. So my birthday is actually on November 2nd. A lot of people think that is the Mexican Halloween, but it's actually a day to celebrate and remember loved ones who have passed on, ancestors. And if you've ever seen Coco or Book of Life, those are really great references. But funnily enough, my birth person actually went into labor with me on Halloween because she got scared at a Halloween maze. So I just wanted to come on here and tap into the collective energy and read for all of us. I have done all the ritualistic things off camera to keep this a little bit shorter. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna pull the cards now. I just love these cards. If you'd like to get the Halloween Forever Oracle deck, it is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith and Jess Whitehurst. So the first card is the Waxing Moon, the energy that is building and leading up to transformation, culmination, or solution. And we are currently in the waning moon, coming up to the new moon on November 1st, which is also All Saints Day in Mexico. And we have received candy moonbeams. I have been doing not daily, but 1-card oracle pulls with this deck, and I see her quite often as I'm shuffling, and she just makes me smile each time I see her. And in this position, the energy that's building and leading up to transformation, culmination, or solution, we're coming up to the new moon, but in this card there's a full moon. And full moons do represent culmination of cycles. And because these are candy moonbeams, there's lots of sweetness ahead. There's lots of fun and joy. But she seems to look a little unsure. So I would love to read from the book. I love reading the artist's interpretations. And they give great insight to what they were thinking at the time of creations of decks. So Candy Moonbeams is asking us to summon and savor sweetness, to create our own luck, and proactively turn our mood around. And this is definitely a lot to do with internal reality affects external reality, as within, so without, as above, so below, as the universe, so the soul. Candy Moonbeams is letting us know that if we are bored with life, it is our job to change that. If we feel that magic has deserted us or that life leaves a bitter taste on our tongues, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Relax, look within, and find even one glowing ember of pleasure or sweet spark of inspiration. So generally focusing on what you have, not what we don't have. Place our attention on it, tend to it, and fan these flames. This fairy felt listless, empty, and down on her luck, racking her brain for something that stoked her excitement for life. She thought of one simple thing: Halloween candy. It reminded her of carefree laughter, playfulness, and childlike joy. So she surrounded herself with candy and savored it generously as she performed a spell for sweetness under the full harvest moon. What's a simple action that stokes your own self of spirited enjoyment? There may only be one thing you can think of right now that sounds even a little bit doable, and that's okay. Any small step is still a step in the right direction. Go with it. You may perhaps feel like everything seems dull except for baking cookies, listening to music, or calling a particular friend. Even if you don't feel excited about anything at all, push yourself just a little to beautify yourself or your home. Paint your nails, get your Halloween costume ready, try out a new hairstyle, clean, clear clutter, or decorate whimsically. While Lolita is not a costume, I will be wearing it for Halloween just because it definitely brings out the inner child in me, in the sense of innocence, purity, and imagination in my approach to this experience. If you sit around waiting for things to change, you will only stay stuck and experience more of the same. So find your own Halloween candy. Be proactive about finding, creating, and holding the space for excitement and delight. This will free up your inspiration, motivation, and intuitive knowing about how to proceed. And I was just talking about that with my best friend earlier today, how where is the line between patience and procrastination? And he's like, how does patience become procrastination? And really, I couldn't answer that. And just seeing this, reading this in this card about being too patient sometimes. I mean, all things in universal timing, of course, but when you have those intuitive nudges to take those tiny steps in the directions to our goals, And we may say to ourselves, you know, when this and this happens, then I'll be ready, or when so and so reaches out to me, then, you know, I'll take that next step. But if you feel called to do so, you should definitely do so. Because one way or another, Source will not push, but make it all the more challenging not to take action. So card 2 is the full moon, the full expression of the situation or challenge, how you are transforming, and how to best deal with it. And we have received Pumpkin Baby. And this card talks about how what we are bringing into creation, whether it be a literal child or a proverbial child, such as a creative endeavor, entrepreneurship, can be daunting. Change is daunting. But in this experience, the only constant is change. And as a Scorpio, I'm well too acquainted with change. I mean, my card is the Death card, and no wonder 13 has always been ever present all throughout my life, even in childhood. When I see the number 113, it's always confirmation for me whenever I'm speaking or thinking or doing something at the time. And it has to do with the number 11, which is a master builder number, and also a number associated with my grandfather's family. It's been a big number for them, and we are coming up to the 1111 portal, which is wish fulfillment, and I'm super excited for that day. I just can't wait to see what Source has in store for us. And then 13, of course. So, I mean, they're interchangeable in there. And that just means that the change that I'm making is the change that should be made. And even in the card, she's very nervous. Although she's surrounded by her spirit team. So definitely take solace in knowing that whatever you're bringing to fruition, whatever you have in mind to go forward with, it is divinely guided. It is divinely blessed. So the book says, you have conceived of something magical and about to bring forth a beautiful new being, condition, or project. Prepare for profound and positive change. You know, this is a sort of alchemy, of course, pregnancy, because it takes patience. It takes rest. It takes growth. And if what you're bringing about is, you know, truly daunting, you can minimize fears and magnify joy when listening deeply to body's wisdom and whispers of the angels. So definitely self-care is important, whether you are literally pregnant or metaphorically pregnant. It's good to eat healthy food, exercise regularly, and not too strenuously, of course. Get plenty of sleep, which has been a challenge for me recently. Actually, for the past couple of months, it's been a little difficult for me to get sleep. And you can also meditate. I also enjoy sleep hypnosis, but again, I still don't get much sleep. But if you are having a literal child, then definitely embellish the nursery, or for metaphorical children, gather and organize the creative and practical tools you need. Wisely and conscientiously prepare for what is to come. This is a happy new change that will transform our lives forever. Nurture it, make way for it, welcome it, and step proudly into your important new role. Now the final card here is the waning moon, which we're currently in. The energies, issues, and challenges you are letting go of and are dissolving away. And we have received Cuddle the Dragon. Seems a little hesitant still. I feel a bit of trepidation with this card. We see the full moon again in the background, but it's cut off. And I feel as though perhaps it could be a little self-doubt that's leaving, not trusting intuition fully. Perhaps worried that it won't work out the way we hope. Well, let's see what the book says here. Okay. This card is advising to adopt an animal friend or offer extra kindness and care to ones you already have. Cherish your home and create a nourishing atmosphere for all who enter and dwell within. When you offer kindness, create coziness, and kindle the spark of love, you set a positive momentum in motion and construct a virtuous circle and feedback loop. In much the same way that giving or receiving affection stimulates the release of oxytocin, the warm, fuzzy hormone, into your bloodstream, maintaining and acting from the value of protective love vastly enriches the lives of everyone involved, including you. That's why compassion and care are not solely altruistic, they are also priceless gifts to yourself, unlocking a deep sense of purpose, meaning, and joy. So ask yourself, how can I offer fierce love to another being now? How can I create a warm and inviting space for healing? How might proactive nurturing transform this situation for the better? How can simple kindness and open-hearted devotion help mend a broken heart, bolster a desired outcome, or repair a challenge or rift? We all have a natural intrinsic desire to love and to serve. The answer to our question is interwoven with this need. So it might also be illuminating to ask ourselves, how can I serve? How can I channel my talents toward the greater good? How can I be a beacon and bastion of unconditional support? When you stop struggling, worrying, or attempting to control this situation by other means, and simply offer cuddling, companionship, or care, your whole outlook will transform and your ideal outcome will manifest. I'm going to be completely transparent here. I've been wrestling with the intuitive nudges that Spirit has given me to leave my day job, or leave the day job, and move forward with my tarot and my fashion line. I do offer commissions and alterations, and I have some clients and they're really great. And I'm having a lot of hesitation about moving forward with this because about 11 years ago, I did quit the day job. I did work on starting my own line. It's a Lolita line, which I will, continue to do so and work with, but also other garments. I'm really into historical costuming, and which ties into Lolita because it's heavily based on Victorian and Baroque fashions. And it's not that I don't have the confidence in myself to do these things. I just feel as though the environment is a little different, but still akin to what I was in before. And I'm not waiting for conditions to be right, or maybe I am. So perhaps this reading might be a little too personal. But again, what I'm going through, many of you are going through, and the circumstances may vary. And that's life. That's this experience. We're all one. We're all from the same source energy. We are source energy. But I truly hope that this reading has brought some insight and clarity for all of you, as it has for me. If you're interested, I do have personal readings available. My prices are very reasonable. I mean, it doesn't matter what readers charge, it's an energy exchange, and I'm not underselling myself, but I do want to just almost give gifts away, that's why I'm doing collective readings. That's why I'm doing daily cards, even if it's not every day, mostly daily cards. Soon I will work to daily, but yeah, it's just from my own experience, going somewhere that just doesn't serve you anymore, that you don't feel you can grow in anymore. It's really draining. It's soul-sucking. And I know things will turn around. I know Source has something amazing in store. And while I may be bordering procrastination, I'm going to keep patient because it is wise to remain present. So I like to tell myself, I am here now, I have everything now, and focusing on the 2 steps in front of me with faith in the universes that the path ahead is perfectly connected. So if you would like to book a reading, feel free to email me. It's in the description box. Or if you just want to talk, questions, comments, anything, I look forward to hearing from you. Stay soft, stay sweet, and stay pure. Love you.